Sissoko
To
to
Tottenham.
Tottenham.
Yeah.
Sissoko, my bad.
Yeah,
To Tottenham.
David Luiz.
We're dedicating this episode to transfer deadline day, which was today, August 31st, 2016. Although sometimes there's always deals done on September 1st.
Yeah, it's one of those
I
where
don't know how that happens.
If they
but
get their paperwork in, certain
grace
amount of
period.
paperwork, yeah, you get like your deal started before the deadline kind of thing. Like you started the deal before midnight.
submitted before David
Yeah.
De Gea. Oh,
Yeah.
there's an error. It's 12:01. Sorry.
Dude, that was the
Dude,
greatest
dude.
piece of business on deadline day
Absolutely.
in history, dude. In absolute history. Tom, you were saying David Luiz, man. What a joke Chelsea is, huh?
I love it, dude.
Such a joke.
Love this guy's
Um,
back.
But you know what? Yeah, they made sure that they re-signed the guy who had been there before. So for me, I don't know, man. Are they the joke or is the joke on the EPL? You know what I mean?
They get the money, man. I don't even think they care.
He's not. I don't think like technically he's the best defender, but he
No.
does have leadership. We know that he can make an impact on the field.
He has goals.
He can score as a defender. Chelsea's desperate for a center back, and they seem like they had tried every single option out there, and they finally just landed on Sideshow Bob, David Luiz. And yeah, man, I think it's a good signing. I think it's a good
You
signing.
think so, man? Like even with his defensive woes, defensive liabilities.
Yeah, I really do. I think Conte won't necessarily, like, you can't add that to a player, but what you can do is get him a little bit more organized, simplify the game for him, let him know what his role and responsibility is,
Definitely.
especially if he's needed. David Luiz, I think, really performs when he's needed as well and feels wanted.
Yeah, you can definitely lean on him.
Mm.
He's a good defender, man. He's not the world's best, but for Terry and Cahill, he'll be good cover for Terry when he gets tired, or Cahill when Zuma's fit. That's another option. And Chelsea also signed the Italian dude. What the hell's his name? Marcos Alonso from Fiorentina, 23 mil.
Bro.
You know, this guy plays left back, but also center back, kind of like a left-sided center back, left foot. Shirls the ball real nice, I'm told. I haven't seen this guy play a lick, but I was reading up on him, and I'm intrigued, man. Like, he's an Italian player playing for an Italian coach. He's probably reads the game well because he doesn't have speed. He's about 6'2". So
Yeah, he's a monster. Sounds like another caller.
physical monster, yeah, right.
Bro, but again,
But that's also center back, so they have David Luiz and also Marcus Alonso coming in.
then you got Kurt Zuma healing up. You have Gary Cahill, John Terry.
Miazga.
Miazga's back
deep-
there if you
deep
need
in the
him
pool,
to.
You know, but he can come out.
Yeah, they have youth as well that's waiting to be called up. So for me, Chelsea has addressed their weaknesses. I think Chelsea fans will still kind of have wanted that extra star power, even though really they don't need it with the likes of Eden Hazard, Willian, Pedro, Fabregas, etc. Could really keep going all day.
Yeah.
But
team's stacked.
yeah, but defense is what they needed, and they got it, man. With Conte in front of that defense, it's a wrap.
Conte is the shield. All you need to do is hold up your end, mark up your guys behind that, you know, because he's gonna do more than half the work for you with his marshalling and his work rate. And he's doubling up too. So
Then you got Matic to cover him
Yeah.
in case he gets tired, which he never does. But
And
yeah, I'd go so far as to say Chelsea is the deepest team. You know, deeper than Man City, deeper than United. Of the top four,
after today,
definitely, dude. You think about their wingers. If any winger gets hurt, you got Pedro, who can't even get a look coming
Victor
off the
Moses
bench.
coming out.
You got Oscar, who's not getting a look coming off the bench. Like at certain positions, they aren't very, deep.
Yeah,
But
like
at
center
them-
forward,
I think
they
United-
kind of struggle at that center. Without Diego Costa, yeah, they got Mishi Batshuayi, aka Mitsubishi. But after those two, it's kind of a struggle a little bit,
Yeah,
Dude.
definitely.
United's got the most depth, man. I have to say.
But quality depth. I
think-
mean, you got
think that's Man
Schneiderlin.
City.
We have potential depth
We got
with
three-way.
Memphis Depay on the bench. You know, he can't even smell the bench.
See, the problem with Depay is that he struggled in his first year. Now, obviously, second year could change, but if we're down 1-0, we're not turning and saying Depay will get us out of this. And not because he doesn't have that in him, but only because he hasn't proven it.
No, you're saying Marcus Rashford will get you out of it. Done one.
Absolutely.
Hopefully,
And
love
he's
that
younger.
dude.
That's
Love-
ridiculous.
We have a World Cup winner in the reserves. Talk about depth.
A World
Talk
Cup winner
about
who's
depth.
getting
He's not even part of your
abused.
team.
Talking about depth.
So
He's not on the team,
disappointing.
man, because we can't fit him in. There's no room.
The dude's he's in the deep end. You guys just left him down there to drown.
I didn't leave him down there.
He's swimming,
I didn't leave him down there.
pitter-pattering, trying to
Like my
survive.
favorite team. He's in there starting.
Jose left him out there. Jose, we always knew Jose was going to be ruthless when it came to someone. Same with Pep. He was going to like the players he likes. If you're not on the squad, you're out.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter who
It
you
wasn't
are.
personal.
Who you referring to,
It
bro?
was a business transaction.
Bastian Schweinsteiger and Joey Hart
There
for
we go.
Manchester City.
Let the people know.
And for Joey Hart, he was able to finally, find a team. Or is it Torino?
Torino and the
Italy.
Serie A.
What a pickup. What a pickup. Torino has a really, really good team, especially this year. They're just always one of those teams, man, where they're just tough to play against, especially at their home. And they have a kid. This kid's really, really good player. Just looking him up right now by the name of Bellotti. This kid,
Bellotti.
Bellotti on Torino, is real.
Italian?
Italian kid, I believe. I mean, I haven't met too many un-Italian Bellottis.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's a classic. But earlier, he missed the penalty kick against Donnarumma. Against AC Milan, he could have tied it to steal the points a couple weeks back. But this kid's got a 10.0 on WhoScored.com's rating.
Jeez.
And he's
What a
one of the
start.
top players this year so far.
What a start.
That was on loan, Joey Hart.
Yeah.
Torino. So he could be back after a year. Claudio Bravo, see how you do. He'll probably do fine.
Yeah, see ya,
So,
Joey. See ya.
This is almost
Yeah.
like Joey couldn't find a club. Couldn't find one in the Prem. Everton didn't want him. Coleman saying, "Nah, get out of here. We don't need him."
Get out of here.
We got our
It's-
guy.
So this is like a stopgap. It's like a PG year. For
Yeah.
Hart. He's shopping around for like a year, trying to find a permanent club.
Exactly. He's got time to find a deal. In the meantime, he's not hurting his chances of playing an England squad for the 2018 World Cup. He's getting some reps in. And I kind of dig that he went to Italy or
Random.
overseas. You know what I mean? Like most English players never leave. And, I understand why. You got the best league in the world, quote unquote. You know what I mean? Like competitive. Like there's plenty of room to grow in England. But guys like Jack Wilshere, we'll jump right into that guy real quick.
Let's just slide in
Speaking
there.
English,
He goes to Bournemouth. He was linked with going, I think,
Roma.
Roma. Yep, he was linked with going to Roma.
Dude,
I was kind of
apparently there were 22 clubs, maybe more, that were
yeah.
looking for Jack Wilshere's potential signature, whether transfer or loan.
So are you guys done talking shit about this guy or?
Dude,
I
love
like
Jack.
the guy.
I
I
love
like
that.
Jack
He's-
a lot,
he's
but
just
he
fragile.
can't play
Yeah.
5 games in a row, 5 games in a year. Mind you.
That's
So
true.
it's gonna be interesting, man, because he, to me, is by far Bournemouth's best midfielder, just talent-wise, stepping in.
Absolutely.
But form, he's been out of form. We know that. If he stays healthy, man, he can be.
Dude, he can be he
He can be special.
could have been special. I don't know if if he stays healthy this year.
He
I don't
still
know if he
can
can
be.
reach that potential, man. Only because his body is run ragged. I think, let's say FIFA terms, he was gonna go to be a 90, right? I think he goes to be like an 87 now, if he reaches his potential.
I still think his
86,
potential.
Maybe 86.
I still think he's got that 90
Overrated.
potential, man.
No.
I do. I really think he's still
His
got that
mind-
potential.
Think about how much time he's taken off. As far as even if, let's say, his body comes back, he goes get some stem cell shots. He's 100%. His mind has been off soccer for what, the last 4 seasons? I would say he's been like hobbling, missing like 6 months at a time. Caught smoking a few times while he's hurt, and that's whatever. A lot of soccer
blame him.
players smoke.
yeah, but
knock him for
the
that.
thing is, as much time as he's missed, he still has so much more time to go. He's 24 years old, guys. So
It's a
think
shout.
about it.
That's a shout.
28, he could be potentially in his prime.
That's a
Winning
shout.
Give
World
him
Cups.
2 more years or 4 more years. It's just, can you stay healthy, young Jack? Everyone in the world has been watching you since you were 16 years old. We know of the talent. Pep wanted him. City wanted him last year for about 40 to 45 mil.
Yeah.
We didn't want to give him up because everyone recognizes the potential. And
And
for me, under the cherries, under Eddie Howe,
Oh, Eddie, I love that guy, man. I think he's quietly one of my favorite managers. Actually, he is one of my
Yeah.
favorite managers in the league. Bournemouth, I could take him or leave him. I dig him. I always wish him well because of their story. You
just
know,
mad
coming
they
up.
didn't hold on to Tukelo Ranti.
Yeah,
I
still
saw that,
sour.
man. I'm not sorry at all because of the Instagram post he had. If you don't know who we're talking about Tukelo Ranchi, who happens to share the same first name as I do, which is absolutely unheard of. I think he's the first person I've met who shares my first name. And he played for Bournemouth, and he's South African, obviously.
Surprise.
And Bournemouth let him go to a Turkish club. The name escapes me right now, but basically he's on the twilight of his career. His career is winding down. He's hit his peak. Barely played last year. But he was thankful to Eddie Howe and Bournemouth for, taking care of him, for giving him a chance, for, making Bournemouth his home. And I was just like, I can't hate on the Cherries, dude. Like, I'm disappointed I don't get to see this guy in the Prem, but like, it's business at the end of the day. Can't take it personal. Eddie Howe's still a legend.
Dude, he went to Turkey. I'm gonna try and pronounce this.
Go ahead, Huss.
Yeah, this is a Huss moment here. Oh my God, let me read it through first.
Hooked on phonics. Sounded out.
Phonics, right? How many consonants are in this? Ganklenberg Ligi.
Yep, you got it.
That's the one. Yeah,
I know
that's
Turkish.
exactly it. So yeah, man, good for Jack. Good for Bournemouth, man. I think they might have just bought themselves another year in the Prem. That sophomore slump people talk about, where a lot of teams fall through that trap door. You think, yeah, we survived 1 year. We're home now. We can relax. It's like, nah,
nope.
Dude. You got to go 3 years hard, balls to the wall. Then you can not even start to relax, but then you can say,
you know, your identity.
Yeah,
exactly.
You know your place in the league. You can guess sort of where you're gonna finish, which range. Right now, Bournemouth could finish top 10, could finish bottom 3. Like, there's no way of knowing. It's that sophomore year.
No, as long as Jack Wilshere's in the starting lineup, you got a chance.
And Ibe too. You know, Ibe obviously unproven, but youngster with a lot of energy, a lot of pace. Him and Jack together, it's a problem coming, man.
I'm just glad Jack's still wearing red.
I'm glad he's still in the Prem.
Barely.
Come on,
black,
you
dude.
goods.
He's almost the devil. He's almost the devil. He's 2 minutes away from being a red devil.
Almost doesn't count.
Dude, back to Chelsea. This drives me nuts. Cuadrado, gone.
Oh my God, yeah.
What?
Where to?
We were talking after the Euros.
What?
That he was coming back from Juve, and Conte was into him. He was going to play him, and wow, Chelsea have another player in their hands.
Yeah, Juventus loaned him out again. Another loan deal. Juventus and their loan deals, dude.
Chelsea.
So money. Huh?
Saying Juventus.
Yeah, I'm saying he was at Chelsea. Juventus loaned him out.
Yeah.
So he left Chelsea again.
No, he did. Yeah, he signed a 5-year loan or 3-year loan.
I'm
so
not
he signed
sure.
like a transfer, basically.
It was the most random thing. I'll tell you.
Where
what
did
it was.
he end up?
He ended up at Juventus. He's
Okay.
at Juventus right now. He was at Chelsea. Antonio Conte earlier was saying, yeah,
3-year
these are my
loan.
plans. It's
The hell is a 3-year loan?
And he's
Dude,
like,
it's the
what,
same thing-
27, 28?
Yeah, it's the same thing as the Koeman deal, the Koeman, when he went to Bayern for 2 years.
But he was 19.
That's true.
He was 18, 19. This dude's 28.
He's going to be 31. Like, all right, coach, I'm ready for my chance
Just
in that
sell
first
him.
team.
It must be a structural deal. Actually,
It's
I
just
don't
3,
even.
but you're only going to stay there for 1. Like, what's the deal?
Yeah, I don't even know why it's a 3-year loan because Juventus has the money. They just sold Pogba. They sold Alexis Vidal
They
a
signed
few
Higuain,
years
though.
ago. Signed Higuain, but what?
That was like the whole.
Yeah, I guess that
That
was
was the whole
that was a
Pogba
net.
budget.
Yeah, they blew their nut in one
Yeah.
shot.
Worth it, basically.
Yeah, I think you're right. He's gonna be a beast.
So
Wow.
they have the right to sign the player outright for a total fee of 25 million euros.
Just-
That's what it was.
A further 4 million
Okay.
euros in add-ons. They pay the loan fee of 5 million a season, so that's 15 million euros they're spending. Or
They
spend
pay
the 25
less over
yeah.
time. Dude,
I mean,
so many...
Juve doesn't care, but
So many transfers today. I just saw a random one. Mbokani, who played for Norwich last season, managed to seal a switch to Hull City. Hull City.
Big
He's
signing.
back. He's back. This is crazy, man. Joselu out on loan to Deportivo La Coruña. Maybe that's because they're missing Perez, the guy we snaked from him, the guy Arsenal snaked from him, Lucas Perez. There's just so much happening. I'm catching up. There's just so many deals, man.
well, let's stay on Hull City for now, man, because they just signed James Weir, United Youth Academy product.
Just had to.
Going down the hall.
I was like, who?
Mike Phelan connection, bro. Probably rang Fergie up. But it's good to see Hull making signings, man. They didn't make any all year, and now they're slowly starting to roll in. You got Mbokani, you got Weir. Pretty sure that's it as far as any notable ones for Hull. But man, making signings. Now they have almost a full team to compete with. But one of my favorite transfer transfers. Should have been done months ago. Musa Sissoko, a.k.a. Sissoko, for Hussey.
Good old Huss.
Moving from Newcastle to Spurs, 30 million pounds.
Dude, they just waited for that 30 mil. Like, Newcastle held their ground.
Man. They didn't care.
Yeah, they just held their ground on that. The owners must be overjoyed. They got the money in. Don't think Rafa will have any time to do anything with it. But still, they're able to recoup for their wages and everything like that. And damn it, Spurs. I think this is a really good signing. They've just lost Ryan Mason, right? Went out.
The guy you guys hate, but...
Dude, I don't hate him. He just doesn't.
Hussey hates him.
He doesn't even belong on the Spurs
For
bench.
no reason.
You're right.
no reason.
I'm blaming you guys for Huss's crap.
Yeah.
What else have you guys seen today?
Dude, I got a big one. Obviously, we know Arsenal signed. Was it Skedran Mustafi? He wants it to be enunciated a certain way.
He threw it up on YouTube. If you guys are wondering how to say it, it's Shkodran Mustafi.
Thought it was scrotum.
Going to Arsenal, he is, definitely.
Well, it'll be dropping on all your foreheads.
Yeah, okay.
Well, big move, though, for Valencia. This had to do with Valencia. They signed Ezequiel Caray, who was linked with Man United a little bit earlier, the transfer window. They signed him from Zenit. So Valencia, they were able to replace Mustafi relatively quickly.
And Mangala.
And Mangala, yes.
Mangala.
Dude, Mangles.
Doesn't deserve a correct pronunciation.
Dude,
yeah, they got him on loan. Dude, I was talking to Al, man, before the show. I love that the clubs are wisening up and using loan deals. You know what I mean? Because, like, on a day like today, there's not enough time to maybe seal the deal. A team like, Tottenham was able to do it with Sissoko, but... like, if you don't have the time to close the deal on transfer deadline day, you still need depth in your team. You still need cover.
Exactly.
So just loan the guy and then figure out the transfer details later. You know what I mean? Or slap an option to buy right there.
It can get tricky. We know how long certain deals can take, and that's why maybe we're seeing these loans now where it's like, all right, this is the wage you have to pay. This is the fee you have to pay, and let's get it done. Versus transfers where agents get involved a little bit more and... honestly, I think that was one of the main reasons why we didn't see like a James Rodriguez go anywhere. We know he hasn't been getting that much time at Madrid, but that was a blockbuster signing I was expecting someone to make, and maybe because just due to the money and wages, it just kind of didn't happen.
Yeah, I think that was it, man. It's tough to buy a Real Madrid player because you're not sure exactly what you're getting, in that he's surrounded by incredible world-class talent, and last season wasn't a positive season for him. It wasn't a positive season for a lot of players, but for James, sort of struggled a bit. Competed a lot with Isco as well. And Zidane right now, you can't tell who his favorite is. Is it James? It looks like it might be James because he kept him. Or is it Isco? Isco is also linked with Tottenham.
Neither. It's Asensio.
You see?
This young kid with the lefty. Kid is nasty. I don't know where he came from. But I'm going to have to just backtrack you on that statement, man. I think you do know what you're getting when you get a Real Madrid player. It just depends. Obviously, it depends. A guy like Casemiro, he's relatively newer to the team. But a guy like James Rodriguez, man, the way he performed and continues to perform on an international stage.
That's a good point.
You know that the talent is there. You know what I mean? So, like, I think when we're talking about those guys, the Galactico type guys who come into Madrid for 60 million, 50 million plus, I think you should know what you're getting. And that's why I was even more surprised. Like, no one made a move. No one pulled a trigger on him.
Well, someone who pulled a few triggers this transfer window, Leicester City.
Dude.
Signing yet another striker, Islam Slimani.
Linked with Arsenal all summer.
Yep. And what happened?
Glad we didn't get him. Because I think that for what we were trying to do, he would have been basically Olivier Giroud 2.0. You know what I mean? Like, their games are very similar. Both big men. He seems to have a little bit more speed. But again, he loves scoring goals with his head. He loves attacking crosses and getting up for him and being that big target man. So I like the Lucas Perez signing in that he's more of a dribbler.
We're not talking about.
I'm just saying
about today, bro.
I'm just saying, bro. Dude, it's kind of weird too talking about today because the Mustafi deal didn't really get announced really until today.
It was done supposedly 2-3 days ago.
Exactly. I think maybe Sky Sports or something like that potentially has a deal with like certain clubs like Arsenal or something like that, in case they do want to make signings, so that they announce it, on transfer deadline day, because transfer deadline day brings in so much money. They have that TV show that runs throughout the day.
Yeah, it's all hype.
Yeah, so like announcing these big deals is, no pun, a big deal.
Well,
That's my corny joke of the episode.
unlike Arsenal, shit on Arsenal to move away from that joke.
Yeah, that was pretty bad.
Leicester have now 4 options up top with Okazaki, Vardy, Musa, and now Slimani.
It's not good for Musa, man.
It's not good for Musa, man, but they're playing in Champions League, FA Cup, League
That's
Cup,
true.
and Premier League. Jesus. Call it Carling Cup and Premiership,
Carling
too.
Cup.
I'm going backwards.
Capital One Cup.
Capital One Cup.
But what the hell, man? Like, what does this mean fantasy-wise, for like a Leicester City? They have so many strikers now. Like, for me, I got Musa, and it's not looking good. Doesn't look like he's going to get that much playing time.
Okazaki's more of a hustler.
Mm.
He doesn't really come up with those goals enough. Or he hasn't, especially this season. Hasn't scored yet. So he could be looking for a spell on the bench. Musa, lightning quick. I say give Musa a go.
All right, I appreciate that advice, Al.
Well, I know you have him, so of course I know you appreciate it
I
too.
appreciate that advice.
Yeah, man, I'm hurting right now. But dude, so many transfers.
What's
It's
next?
ridiculous. Are able to bring the total of amount spent, the net amount. Arsenal was the team to bring it above $1 billion spent in transfers now. So the price is only going to keep going up, guys. Whether it's for Lacazette or whoever, inflation continues, and man, there's some poor people out there. Like, what the hell?
All right, West Ham, in and out deal. Out, enter Valencia. I just said this earlier, man. To Everton. Go on, Toffees. And in Alvaro Arbeloa. Free agent.
Wow.
Damn.
So,
That's
Slaven Bilic, man with a sly. He's 33 years young,
So sneaky.
but he was never known for his pace. This guy brings Champions League experience, Spain national team experience. This guy is massive character for that locker room.
Just calm under
And,
pressure.
I mean, you get James Collins back there. Now you have an actual proper, Arbeloa, man. Like, guy's a
Holy-
G-note. Real Madrid Academy, doesn't get, it does
Wow,
get better
bro.
than that, but
That is a
this guy's been, right?
that's
Sneaky,
a good sign.
man. Free transfer.
It's gonna be interesting
Another-
watching him in the Prem.
Another
Go
free
ahead.
transfer, man. One of the steals of the window, maybe, as far as free transfers go. Welsh wizard.
Xavi.
Welsh Xavi. You may remember his goal at the Euros against Belgium, where he turned 3 defenders at once. Robson Canoe,
Love it.
free transfer to West Brom.
Great pickup for them.
So, yeah, man, free transfers. It was always great in FIFA. You sign these guys, then you sell them at the next window. You make a few bucks. But it never costs you anything. You pay their wages, and I'll tell you, his wages will be low.
Dude, if you're Robson Canoe, you must have been thinking like all summer. I tore it up in the Euros. Like, where's my time? Like,
What's everyone waiting for?
yeah, like I should have signed by now.
Just someone, right?
His
Even if
agent
it's
must have been working overtime or something to try to get him a job, man. But I'm glad to see that a club actually invested in him, and it was a club in the Prem.
Dude, I'm so excited that all these players are flooding into the Prem, because these are guys like we chase after, like using YouTube or watching like Bundesliga review show. You know what I mean? Like, these aren't guys we get to see for 90 minutes week in, week out, and we all make a conscious effort to watch at least 8 games a weekend. You know what I mean? So like, we're catching most of these guys full 90, so our opinions aren't just, oh, we watched the highlight and now we say
flick or a step over. It was great.
Exactly, dude. Exactly. You get to watch his movement for 90 minutes, his effort, his work rate, his temperament, his potential. You know what I mean? And you make a well-rounded effort. And to see him, I know he's been, basically a traveling salesman, but it's good to see him after the Euros with the confidence. Is he going to be able to sort of build off that and sort of, quote-unquote, resurrect his career? You know what I mean?
Nah, he won't.
Well, he
Nah,
can
I'm just
go
saying.
down.
Is that a good
Yeah, I'm
cut
just
forward?
saying. That was harsh.
Yeah,
I don't think he
beating
can
up
go
on this
down
dude.
any further. I think West Brom's a good club where he'll get touches on the ball. I mean, you get 3 attacks a game, maybe 4 attacks. 2 attacks at half.
Shots.
No, hey, they're a defensive team.
I hear you.
They
know?
just sit back and just
Um,
don't. You're
they
not
don't
allowed to
run.
score.
But no,
Don't
players
shoot.
players like him are helping them to evolve into to the Tony Pulis revolution happening over there at West Brom.
Just wanted to make a quick correction / update on transfer news. Miazga was loaned out to Vitesse by Chelsea. Chelsea works really closely with that club. Vitesse, Dutch club. They've sent out Ricky Van
Volkswagen?
Van Ginkel. No, Van
Van
Ginkel.
Ginkel.
Van Hinkel. They've sent him out there, so they have that close connection where they really use it almost as a feeder club, kind of.
Dude, back to Chelsea. We keep jumping back to Chelsea. Farid must be losing it. They loaned out Kennedy to Watford. Now we get to see Kennedy play 90 minutes.
Oh, left back action.
And the deal, arguably of the week for Al and Farid, Loic Remy goes to Crystal Palace. A little help. You know what I mean?
It
Like,
wasn't
look,
really deadline day, but yeah, it was massive.
yeah, it was huge, man. So, like, Crystal Palace, again, they're winless so far this campaign. So they realized they need to start scoring goals, sort of get going.
Last year we
and
needed
take it.
goals, man. We didn't score a goal once we lost Bolasie
That's the
in
problem.
December.
Yeah.
And then he's gone forever now, so you really need to make changes, man. Benteke, Loic Remy.
What about Zaha, man? Because
He needs to have a year, man. Nobody wants him yet.
but
wants
does he
to leave.
want to be there? I know he's a professional, and if he's there, he's there. He's gonna play hard. But does he really have that desire to put on that shirt and want to be there for a whole nother year?
I think
He should. I'll say that much. I mean, he's nothing yet. He went to United, couldn't do it. So, I mean, you weren't quality enough. You could be still in a couple years, but I mean, he was at Palace before. It's like a second home. So I don't like to see him pushing through transfers like that, trying to get out of there with nothing really proven yet.
that's the problem, is that I think his attitude needs to change. Even when he's playing, I don't want to say he's lazy, because that's an overstatement. That's the wrong word. But I don't know. Maybe he's low energy type of guy. Like, you know what I mean? Like, when he has the ball, exciting, running at people. But then sometimes he won't track back. Sometimes he'll try to dribble his way out of trouble. Like, those small things in the Prem, clubs are watching. Sunderland's not going to sign you because they don't want you to lose the ball, in the final third. Like, they want a certain type of player. Everton's not going to sign you because sometimes for some games, you disappear for 60 minutes at a time. He's just gone. Nowhere to be found. Balasie's on the other side carving up people.
I got your back, Zaha. These dudes are bugging right now.
You can say bugging, man, but you're the one that brought up this question because
I know.
you see something there.
I know.
You see something. I might be a little harsher because I lost patience with him a long time ago. He has all the talent in the world.
Just got an end product, man. Get assists, get goals.
That's it.
That's
It was starting to come
Get
together
assists,
last year.
get goals.
But look, now he's a winger. Look who's in the box.
Big boys.
Look who's in the box now.
And
You got a guy who can finish
now
on the floor. I mean, they can both finish on the floor, but I'd pick Remy on the floor over Benteke. Benteke, use your head, use your face. Use that 6'5" frame, get in the box.
Use that 5 head.
Or 5 head.
5 head.
Well,
What else we got, fellas?
I'm a big fan of the Dutch, my boys. Saw him at the Euro maybe this past summer. Oh, wait, no, you didn't. Bruno Martin Indy. He's been around for a while. Lightning quick in FIFA, if you haven't played with him. Plays mainly on the outside. Moving to Stoke City from Porto on loan for the year. So, I mean, Stoke's been making some good signings lately. Shaqiri, Arnautovic.
Bonnie
Bojan.
Wilfred.
Bonnie Wilfred also, yes. Then you will lead into that. What a great signing. Sorry, Peter Crouch. Sorry, bro, but
The muscle man has entered the building.
actually that should be a good pairing, man. Play those two up front together.
Dude, you got to play Shaqiri and Bonnie.
This shit, play Shakir. Oh, at the same time.
Team Thunder Thighs.
Team Thunder Thighs. Right? Team with
Get crust in there.
crust.
I mean, Huss.
Dude, how do you feel about Bonnie, top 4 club, smacking him down as you
He was at Swansea, bro.
as your big brother predicted. Not quite a top 4 guy.
Well, look,
Good
it's
striker.
a loan, so they still see that the potential is there to bring him back.
How old-
No, bro.
It's a loan.
You know why it's a loan? Because they told him he's not gonna play. Try to stand his ground. Deadline day came. He was like, "Oh shit, I best get to stepping."
Nah, you don't know what
27 years
happened.
old.
He's 27.
Getting loaned at 27 is
All
never a
he
good
need-
sign,
all he
bro.
needs
Dude,
is
he's
one
only
good
getting,
year.
he's only getting
Standing
slower
ground.
though. He's only getting slower.
Yeah, he's only getting more jacked.
That's true.
That's the wrong sport. He should be in the NFL.
You
Trying to play
rugby after
fullback.
this? Like, what is he gonna do?
Yeah,
Let's
try
do-
go shoulder to shoulder 50-50 with Barney.
I'd be in the
See
floor.
who wins.
I'd be in the ground, bro.
Those
Bury
teams-
me.
Way too big, man. Way too big
Look,
for the league.
They
Troll
need
boy.
a center forward target man
Agreed.
at Stoke
Peter
City.
Crouch.
Bojan Krkic, just not quite strong enough, not physical enough
Healthy
to play that
also.
role.
Yeah.
Quality player, very technical player. But
I'd like to see him at like not quite 10 as far as pulling strings, but like a center forward,
No,
like
I
a
like
shadow
that
number
10.
9.
yeah,
You know what I
even
mean?
that guy.
But the problem with number 10 is that you get tackled a lot in the EPL in that position.
Well,
you know what I mean? So
here's the thing with
he's a
Stoke.
little fragile.
I'd like him in that position because he has a little bit more killer instinct than Gianelli and Bula. He seems to have been deployed at that 10 spot for Stoke,
Yeah,
and
it's not working.
he can do that. He loves to dribble, man. You can tell he loves beating the man, dribbling. But I think he's best when his game is simple and he's that box-to-box kind of guy who's making a tackle,
Number
releasing,
8.
or
Number 8.
joining into the attack.
Like a Lampard would, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
most of the time you're sort of sitting, or maybe that late arrival trying to get a ping from 18, but like, yeah, you're not leading the lines. I agree with you, man. The last game I watched him, he was taking too many touches. There was a third touch almost every time. Would kill the momentum.
Just
Why?
slows it down.
Because
Slows
he's
it
trying to
down.
dribble. He's trying to set things up. He's trying to do too much. And as a fan, you can sort of not respect it, but you sort of like, you rather see some guy trying to do too much than too little. You know what I mean?
But
So
at the same time, it's frustrating because then
100%.
I'm yelling at my TV, pass the thing. Just pass the ball.
Yeah.
Play simple.
Just, dude, the best players play on 2-3 touches maximum.
Get
Yeah.
the ball back.
Those are the best players in the world. If you
Definitely.
can do that and keep it quality, keep the ball on the ground, communicate, that's what really shows your true quality,
Yeah,
man.
man.
That's simple. Simple
You're not,
is
you're
better.
not a winger. You know, so you shouldn't be dribbling
Mm.
through the middle of the field.
For sure, man. Mbula, you are on the rising 11, bro. PFC rising
I
11
know- I
team.
know
Oh, you're
vote for
talking
him,
Mbula or Boyan still?
Mbula.
Mbula and Boyan
Everyone
was in
kinda
there for a
mixed in
minute.
there. Yeah.
Mbula was the main topic, though.
Oh, you're talking about
Oh, you
Mbula?
missed
Don't
the
be talking crap
transition.
about Mbula, bro. This guy's special. He's getting
dribbles
old,
too
man.
much, bro. He dribbles too much. The league is too fast.
Dude, he loses it, but he runs through you. He gets it back.
You go ahead and keep that special moniker. And I'm not
See
going to
what
take it up
happens this
there.
shit, man. It's a big testing year.
Dude, so disappointed. Serge Gnabry,
What
sold.
the hell, dude?
Sold to Werder Bremen from Arsenal.
Let me get this straight. You're gonna loan Jack Wilshere and sell Gnabry.
The player of the tournament for the Rio Olympics.
Oh my god.
Absolutely was scoring, was getting
Smart
assists
move,
for his
bro.
German team.
And German. You know what I mean? Like any team that gets a German player like of
From
this
the next
class
8
coming
years.
through
Yeah.
is gonna be
Just hold on
unreal,
to him.
man. Like these guys are just studs.
And look, man, it wasn't like we wanted to keep him. It wasn't one of those scenarios where Arsenal wanted to get rid of him to balance the wages or the books or anything like that. He had been on a long-term injury as well. So, look, we're disappointed to see him go. He clearly wanted more playing time. And I think that's what it came down to, was playing time and just going back to Germany, his homeland, and just kind of getting back into that game. You see, even the team he chose, Bremen, wasn't a Wolfsburg type of team, wasn't a Schalke type team. I think he really just wants to get playing time, and
Yeah.
we can respect that. If a player doesn't want to be at Arsenal, all right,
Gotta
man,
let him
like
go.
yeah, you got to go. So good luck to you, Serge.
By the way, at the Germany Olympics, he had 6 goals in 6 games. Fun fact.
On fire.
Uh,
Player of the tournament.
Yeah, let's sell him. Well, we talked about Robson Canute turning 3 defenders. One of those men, Jason Denier, Man City boy, moving over to Sunderland.
That's
with-
what happens
with
when you
David
get burnt
Moyes.
by Robson Canoe.
Yeah, on loan. But David Moyes recruiting defenders left, right, and center this whole window. Typical of the man.
Is it
Never
Moyes
did-
or Moyes?
David Moyes. I know
I
you say
think-
Moyes.
David Moyes. Yeah, I say Moyes. It's probably
Yeah, you
Moyes.
do.
It's probably Moyes. I don't know. I'm South African, guys. Leave me alone.
Nah, bro.
Another.
What do you got?
I was gonna say. Wait.
Make another Man
You're
City
gonna say
boy.
Balotelli? What?
Oh my God. Well, yeah, we have Samir Nasri and Balotelli, both former Man City players, both out of sorts.
Mm.
Balotelli basically without a club.
Yeah, well, he found himself a club.
he did
now,
find a club.
You know, in the French quarter of Nice.
Great town, by the way, from what I've heard.
Beautiful.
Soplinchy.
Yep, absolutely beautiful. Gonna have to go down there, get me some croissants.
No croissant.
Balotelli, though, hey man, he had to lower his wage demands, and look, I really hope this guy's able to bounce back. I know a lot of people out there don't like him. They don't like his attitude. They don't like his game. I've always loved this guy ever since he was a kid at Inter. I hope he finds a way to really bounce back and, score goals. That's all he has to do.
If he gets playing time. And Samir Nasri moving to Sevilla on loan. So it's not really a step down. Maybe a slight diagonal. Or that's parallel.
That's a step down.
Look, it's a slight. Go ahead. Sorry.
I guess in terms of domestic league,
that's a step down.
Sevilla's in the Champions League.
Yeah, but look at City.
They're never going to beat Barca or Madrid or Atletico, so you can't really factor in league, but they're in Champions League.
See, I'd compare City to like an Atletico. I wouldn't compare them to a Barca or Madrid quite yet, but I think they're a notch.
Never will that happen.
No.
Hopefully.
I think they're a notch above Sevilla, though.
Yeah, I guess
you know what I mean?
Man. I know what you're saying.
In terms of Champions League, you're right,
Nasri.
though.
I wish it was an even bigger step. I wish it was a step like an elevator ride down to the basement. But he played the other day too, which was funny. Last weekend with his stupid hair, bleached man.
Caleb Chambers. I don't think this was a deadline day one, but just interest sake, goes to Middlesbrough. Get some time, like we said. It'll be healthy for the kid to get some development, but it goes to show you, man, where they rate him. They didn't loan out Holden.
I think Callum Chambers is effectively done at Arsenal Football Club. I think Rob Holden has cemented his spot as that young center back that we need to come up. I hope Callum Chambers can discover his form or rediscover his Prem form at Borough, but it's going to be tough, man. It's going to be tough. I don't think he's going to get as much time as we maybe want him to. They got a dude named Friend, captain of Middlesbrough.
Yeah.
This dude, man. He's
I know. I saw him play the other day, and we talked about him later. Because you got this guy Friend. I saw him. Left back, big throw.
Man.
I know what you're talking about.
I don't know if he's gonna. He might be on that Drake shit. No new friends. No new.
No.
No.
I don't know that one.
You don't know that song?
No.
Damn, you guys gotta download something.
I know it. I just don't like the way you sing it.
No new friends. No
Drake
new.
singing it.
What? You don't like the Tum voice?
No, bro.
I'm trying to
leave it to Jersey Drake.
All right. Just trying to entertain.
Here's a transfer out of left field for you. A little MLS to Turkish. Is it LG? I don't even know. Nigel De Jong, LA Galaxy to Galatasaray.
That's a pretty big that's a huge team.
It's
in
great
Turkey.
for him, man.
Yeah.
He goes from MLS to see if they're in the Champions League this year.
While you looked it up, do you think that's a shots fired to MLS?
Absolutely. He's
left
31, so he's not like he went there at 30, stayed a year, half a year.
Saying. Got his money.
Is it shots fired? Like, is it? Why did he leave? Do you think he left just because Galatasaray gave him more money? Do you think he wants to go, meet up with his buddy Schneider? Or do you think he was just like, this league is garbage, I'm out, back to Europe?
Dude.
Oh, Galatasaray's banned for 1 year.
I think he wanted to step his game up. I really do.
Okay.
And Turkey's got some of the most vicious rivalries and derbies.
Yeah, they got violent ones.
That's what I mean. Even on the field, though, too. Like, playing in one of those rivalry or derby games, Galatasaray versus Fenerbahce, there are flares in the crowd. You can't hear the refs whistle.
It's a war zone.
Coaches are basically on the field. Like, yeah, man, it's basically a war zone. And players are just taking each other out left and right. So, De Jong will fit in just fine.
Right? He loves that shit. But back to Europe for him. If they fail to qualify for they have a year suspension to go through for breaking the financial fair play rules that FIFA set down a couple years ago. So
that's so grimy, man. They get punished, but Man U
Barca
doesn't get punished.
Man U doesn't.
City
Chelsea
doesn't.
For what? For
financial fair play.
No, that rule was always to punish the small clubs. That's what a lot of people say, because for them to balance their books is a lot harder than United Barcelona because we have jersey revenue and we have tourists and we have fans all around the
It gets you with the
world.
money.
It's so messed up, man.
Yeah, man, it was just to protect the big dogs, make sure the big dogs are floating. Or
The
at
rich
least,
get richer and the poor get poorer.
Such is life, right?
But that's not what we're told as they were implementing it. If you remember,
Bro,
it was to even the playing field.
When are we ever told the truth? By
Right.
FIFA? By the government? Like, why did people sit here and be like, wait, you said you were going to do this? Like, no, bro. Stop being
This
an
is grimy,
idealist.
man.
Yeah,
This is grimy, man.
It's just life, man. It's life.
This is
Be
grimy.
a billionaire, buy a club, and run it the other way. Or be the president of FIFA and run it the other way. Run it the
No.
right way.
Definitely
You know
gonna get away with that FIFA financial shit if I do. Not paying no taxes. Hashtag Messi. Fucking sucks.
What else? I think we hit on the big ones.
I got one.
All right.
This one's for Tom.
Let's wrap it up with
Roll
a
it
couple
out.
more.
Philippe Senderos,
Oh god.
Oh, we're digging deep now.
Oh,
free agent to Rangers, 1-year deal.
Not
dude,
bad.
you better hope Drogba doesn't end up in the Scottish league
Right.
somehow, because this man basically ended his career. Didier Drogba ended Philippe Sanderos's career, but good luck, Philippe.
31. Trying to get. He was at Grasshoppers. He was at Villa for 2 years. Jeez. Only managed 8 games.
Been hopping
Yeah,
around.
he left Arsenal in 2010 when he got dusted. Happy days.
Oh man,
He was 25.
It's just a baby boy.
Curtain calls.
it's bananas.
Yeah, man. Crazy day. Crazy transfers.
Yeah, I was surprised I didn't see as much money being spent today. It was all a bunch of loan deals, except a few of them. But yeah, man, lots of movement. EPL's looking good. Speaking of looking good, let's get into a little fantasy talk around the show off. How'd you guys do? Match day 3?
Pretty well.
You want to talk points? I'll
Oh.
talk points.
Yeah, let's talk points.
Let's talk points.
I got 34 points,
Hey,
But-
bringing
but-
up the rear.
but
But
I did add certain players, so I got a -8. That's why, I would have had a better week, but because I had that
If.
There's
-8,
that
no if.
huh?
You didn't
The
hear
bingo
any.
bango ifs.
I didn't say anything about if.
Just because you didn't use the word if doesn't mean your statement wasn't an if statement.
there
Yeah,
you
it
go.
does.
Bingo bango. So this week, the highest. Well, the highest points total was your boy Neil.
63.
Gonna kick your ass.
Yeah.
He got 63. Next highest points total. I'll let you motherfuckers guess. No guesses? I got this. Glory, glory, boys. 2.0.
Are you serious?
Yeah, man.
What'd you
Second
have?
highest, 59. Doing work. And I captained Zlatan like an idiot. I don't know why I tried to ride that wave. I got greedy. I should have captained De Gea. It's going to be clean sheet. TCB. 92nd minute. Let's get it.
You get 59.
I got 59.
We
And then
got,
rounding off third.
Rockland represent Sean Dutra, 58 points.
Rooney. So that's the top 3 points earners this week. Getting it done. I told you I'm coming for that ass. So positions 1st through 5th, we got Nottingham Forest still holding it down. Daniel,
Comfortably.
Paul, Brinkett. Got a little room, but Bingo Bango bringing the heat. Still got ways to go. Nottingham Forest has 193 points. Bingo Bango, Ryan Hussey, 176. Got 56 this week. Yangers, George Yang taking a dip with 42 points total this week. 170 total.
Cost you, Georgie.
In 4th place, we got our noisy neighbor, Wayne Spiteri. Violence, sending us headless horses and stuff. Just Italian threats all over the place. He's got 57 points. He's doing work as well. His cumulative for the season so far is 164. And we mentioned Rooney with Sean Dutra. Here we go. The bottom 3.
+1.
The bottom 4.
+1.
Oh no!
Let's start.
What are you saying? Are you saying this is going to be a 4-team relegation league? Let me
It
say
should
the
be.
We have
3.
37 people. I think 3 would be unfair. Probably should be 4.
I agree.
All right. So that being said, then it looks like Tom's favorite team. I'm gonna let you say it.
Bars the blade. Bars the dull blade. Really hurting right now. Just making it over 100 points with that little 1 point.
Squeaky,
over.
squeaky.
He's got the squeaky wheel. Might need some WD-40 on that. Then coming in under Boris is Danny Mendez, with 98 points.
A boy
Didn't
I
do
work
too
with.
bad, though. Got himself 42 points this past game week. Drunken Masters, man. I don't know, man. You got to sober up or something because
It's getting ugly.
32 points in the game week. Yep, it's pretty ugly. 95 points.
That goes against the philosophy, though. They're the drunken masters, not sober masters.
Yeah, but maybe
know?
sometimes you're just too drunk.
Can you change the name halfway through?
Maybe, yeah. But Cherry Pop, Cherry Poppins, good name.
Great name.
If we had if this was a name competition, you might be winning, but you're last. David Bello had to call you out.
Jermaine Defoe, though, nice snipe.
Dude, what a snipe!
9 points.
Look.
I'd say bust of the week was Mahrez,
Missing the penalty kick.
0 points.
That was awesome, man.
But let's get into the cast here. We got Hussey, as we said, in second place. Then Farid beat the crust in 10th. So we got 2 in the top 10.
Holding
Just
strong.
outside the top 10. Jumping up about 10 or 12 spots.
Knocking on the door.
We got Lando USA, my team, sitting in 12th. And then a little ways down the table, 24th, we got Tiki, Glory Boys 2.0. And then we got the Goonads,
Yeah, that's
Tom's
right.
Boys,
Dude, I'm just
28th,
Coming for you.
languishing.
Coming for you.
I'm going to throw a little asterisk in there. So from 24th place to 10th is 15 points separating.
Massive.
So everyone relax. All right. I'm only 15 points back. We're clawing
So
at
you
this
got to
top
outscore
10.
us by 10.
Well,
You know,
I
you
did
gotta
it
get
this
plus
week.
10.
So, I mean, it ain't nothing. It ain't nothing now.
We'll
I
see
got
what
this,
happens,
bro. I don't even think I'm going to use my free transfer this week. That's how balling I'm feeling about this team, yo.
Well, if you had Aguero, then you'd know that you have to use it.
Why is that? What happened? Tell me what happened.
Aguero going to be suspended for the next 3 games for violent conduct on Winston Reed in the West Ham game. He swung his elbow back. I believe it was his left elbow. Swung it back into Winston Reed's what looked like his throat or jaw.
Ear.
Maybe something like that. He was reportedly not able to speak right after the incident. Had to be substituted immediately. And honestly, this is what we like to see in terms of retrospective punishment. In the past, many incidents like this would have gone under the radar. You know, some people enjoy that. Some people like, hey, it's the human
part of the
element.
game,
Yeah,
yeah.
let it go. But when it comes to things like violent conduct, off the ball incidents,
There's no room for that.
there is no room for that. Now the world's watching. There's more money than ever in the league. Little kids are watching, so you have to be not only a great example on the field, but also off the field.
Yeah,
can't-
it's just go ahead.
You can't take people out anymore. You know what I mean? Like that elbow, like that hurts West Ham for the next few games if Reed, happened to be hurt, broken collarbone, whatever, broken jaw. Like that's one thing versus like coming in hard on a slide tackle. I think there's still room for that. There's still room for physical play. There's still room for red card tackles. But at the end of the day, it's a tackle. It's not a cheap shot, Diego Costa bullshit. You know what I mean? And
Marwan Fellaini bullshit.
again, with Fellaini, it's different because it's on the ball. He's challenging the ball. Yeah, he uses his elbows. Yeah, you can call that dirty. But you know what the difference is? Most of the time, the refs don't call it because it's part of the challenge. If Fellaini was just jogging down the field, the ball's 60 yards in front of him, and he's throwing elbows, I'd be the first to say that dude's a piece of shit. You don't need to do that. Save it. You be smart. So let's say Reed was, chirping at Aguero or whatever. Because Aguero really is not a dirty player, but that was a weird reaction. So maybe he
South
got in his
American
ear.
He was all over him, man. He was
Yeah.
all over him.
Yeah,
Exactly.
but man, you saw Winston.
So you wait until
Reed-
Winston has the ball and you just slide tackle him from behind and take your red card, take his legs out. You know what I mean? Like you don't
With pride.
throw an elbow. Yeah, you do it in front of everyone, Joey Barton style. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? You don't hide in the corner.
Tell you what, Aguero's got a big, bright future in mixed martial arts.
Right.
If he can keep this up.
That was so scummy, man. Winston Reed, eyes on the ball only. Like, yeah, he bumped India. He's a defender. Of course, he's trying to win the ball.
Defending the Prem.
And you can see his face, man. Like, as soon as he got bumped, he got all upset. And he just he cocks his arm back. He threw that thing. If he actually contacted with the eye or his forehead, man, like,
Biorbital
above,
socket.
it would have blood.
Later.
Exactly, dude.
But it's such a scummy move, man.
And
I always knew it, Aguero. I always knew the coon was dirty, man.
That's
I always
messed
knew
up,
it, dude.
man. That's messed up, man. He's still Aguero. He's
Still
still the
dirty,
best player in the Prem. And that was a single
The
dirty
best player in the
play.
Prem?
Yeah. Who's better?
Kevin De Bruyne. To shout.
Nah.
We'll see what happens, man.
But we will now. Look, Man United
Paul.
once again lucking up getting lucky.
Oh, beautiful.
Manchester City
No, that was
missing
definitely
their best player for the Manchester Derby now. And Pep's got to be
happens, bro.
scrambling here. He's like, oh, who am I going to play? Iheanacho?
Bonnie.
No
Bring
Bonnie.
back, bring back Bonnie.
Yeah,
He's
recall
such a
him on
stud.
loan.
Such a stud.
Loan him
Man,
and recall.
who is saying that, Pep mainly attacks with the wings? Like Sterling, this is going to be his year because Pep loves the wings, the wing play, cut in, shoot, dribble down the wing. With the David Villa holding up in the middle. I mean, David Villa was an exceptional striker in his own right, not just a hold-up guy.
Yeah.
But they come at you through the flanks, get balls in the box. So Sterling and De Bruyne will still be a huge, and David Silva.
They're going to need to step up, man. But
Bring Iheanacho in.
Of course. That's the guy who has to play. But the next 3 games he has to play.
You know what, though? He could put Nolito there. He likes Nolito.
Play the false 9 system because Nolito's not a back-to-goal kind of guy.
I don't think you want a back to go. Aguero's not either. I know Aguero can receive the ball back to goal, but Aguero does his best work. He's complete. He's definitely complete, but he does his best work when he runs at you.
Yeah,
you know
for
what I mean?
sure.
So
but he can do that. Nolito, I don't think can really do that for you consistently.
I don't think you need him to. With your wings, I don't think you need him playing back to goal. Aguero this whole season so far hasn't really played that much back to goal because there's so much room. Pep ends up playing a front 4 where it's Sterling, David Silva ends up creeping, trying to hold that line a little bit. Aguero next to Silva, usually 5-10 yards apart. And then on the other side, you got Nolito. So, the defenders are almost stretched, which is how City's able to possess so much and press so much.
But it's just that if you, against a better team like a Man United, if you can't ping that ball in there and have someone maintain some sort of possession, it's going to be tough.
I think he can. We'll see. I'm guessing.
Yeah, Nacho can do that, though. He can play with his back to goal. So I think he's the guy, man.
Maybe. I know you like Iheanacho, so it's, there's a little bias there. So I'm just looking.
But he's quality, man.
Scores, he
you
assists.
can slide him into that team, and he will hold up. He'll do the job against United. He won't maybe score a goal, but he will be a presence. He'll make runs. He'll be a threat to some degree. But he'll be that center forward striker,
Mm.
I wouldn't be surprised to see him playing with that weird false 9-ish. Because, he did it.
Lucky. Psychologically going into this
Call it
game.
lucky or call it so stupid.
Or justice.
It's stupid.
Dude,
Aguero, there's a game coming
It
next
was
week.
fortunate, but I wouldn't say it's lucky.
Oh, no. Oh, fortune and luck. Look it up in the dictionary.
What are you going to say, man?
It's basically the same thing, man. It's basically the same thing. Man United, once again, getting lucky.
You know why?
To escape.
Because we're the Lord's team.
To escape.
All right, we're the Lord's team.
You're the devil's team.
Jesus
You
shines
cheat.
on United,
You
bro.
do steroids. You buy people for more money than you actually have, and then recoup it
No,
somehow.
we have
Dude,
plenty
we
of money.
we
Dude,
we don't
we're
do
on the
these
Forbes
things,
list.
man.
We're
We
Forbes top 3 in the world.
Oh,
That's
touchy. I hit a nerve right
Yeah,
there.
you did. Because now you're just being irrational. Arsenal. Happy with the Perez
That's right.
and Mustafi sightings.
Come on, City.
Bunch of bums.
Come on, baby blues. I hope you see me on the camera. Come on.
It's unreal.
Going down.
No way. Not going to happen, bro.
Momo.
But that's going to happen after this weekend. We got the international break coming up. World Cup qualifying for UEFA. And USA is also playing, I think, Friday or Saturday. They have some World Cup qualifier. So, no EPL, man. I hate it. Transfer deadline day, all these guys come in, and they all go out.
You got to wait.
And they all go on
the worst.
international duty.
This is a great thing. After that international break, that's when you have, your official team. Everyone's in.
Everyone's settled. Yep.
Everyone's set. Now we know who's on what team, and
Now you fight for
the
the starting
fireworks begin.
spots.
Yeah.
Yep.
The real fight begins.
Cool, man. So we'll catch you guys. We'll figure something to do on Sunday because there won't be any EPL. Probably just
Drink.
look around the world, drink. Maybe a little free flow. Free flow is a little overdue.
Get rowdy.
Yeah, get a little weird. Get a little weird for the guys and girls. Thanks for checking us out. So if you're listening to this on your phone, we did a live podcast on YouTube. Sort of kicked in and out, like we said in the press release. It was going to be a beta test. I was up and down, in and out, also trying to fix some stuff too during the app. But we're definitely working on sort of getting a visual element going, getting on a regular schedule, sort of trying to bring you guys more, trying to bring you guys a little closer, little hugs and kisses.
PFC family.
Yeah, man. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. We're working on growing this thing, working on blowing it up. Keep showing us love. Keep showing us support. We definitely appreciate it.
Please subscribe.
Absolutely.
Please subscribe on iTunes, on YouTube. Please subscribe so you can see the latest episodes just like that.
Great shout on YouTube. So you'll get an automatic alert if you subscribe on YouTube and turn on notifications for our channel. You'll get an automatic alert on your phone when we go live, so you never have to look out for it. We try to send it out on social media as well, but that doesn't always go according to plan. So subscribe on YouTube especially, and turn on your notifications so you'll automatically be notified.
We in your ears. We on your phone. We everywhere.
Bars the dull blade.
Oh, I killed it after you said we in your ears.
Oh, that
We're on the
worked.
phone. Click.
Where's the blade?
Wanted to get that last little jab.
You need the Ethernet, huh?
Yeah, it looks that way, man. It kept kicking in and out.
Fucking rough. Rough ass game, bro. Assistant
Tonight?
assistant coach for Fisher College now.
You?
Yeah.
Oh, is that where
Fisher
you were?
College.
Yeah, well, not before this out. Yeah, we had a game at 3 against Johnson and Wales.
Rhode Island or here?
Here.
Yeah.
Rough L.
Girls, guys?
Guys.
What happened?
Rough L.
What happened?
4-0 at home.
Ooh.
Getting smacked 4-0 at home.
They drove on a bus from Rhode Island. It's only, what, like 2 hours? Hour and a half.
Probably like an hour and a half, maybe 2. But
Fuck, dude.
it's
4-0.
4-0, bro.
Was it
First game of
homecoming
the
too?
season. Nah, thank God. Homecoming, you got to get like a smackable team.
Bro, we always played the toughest teams. We played like Nobles and shit.
At homecoming?
Dude, we played them one year. It was piss and rain.
Oh.
They scored in the first like 5 minutes. Dude, we lost like 4-0.
Yeah,
Homecoming.
dog. Just heads drop.
Couldn't do
after that.
shit. Couldn't even play the ball on the ground.
Got like alumni there and shit.